Welcome back to Midwest Linux Gaming. I'm your host, Stompin' Llama, and today we have 4 games to test out, as we normally do. One of these is not available, and that's the first one. I don't even think Dawn of War 40K is even available anymore, like, period. Yeah, the request of the publisher, which was Sega. But that might just be the Winter Assault. I'm not sure about the base game. Might have to see if I can't locate that. Because it is just regular Dawn of War, one of the Dawn of War expansions, which I think were standalone at the time. Okay, yeah, that'd be probably part of the definitive edition. The definitive edition content. Yeah, the Winter Assault is available on the definitive edition. So technically you can get it, it's just not available as a standalone. Which is weird. But that is Sega, who is the current rights holder for the Dawn of War franchise. So theoretically you could get it. It's just not as a standalone. Which again, weird, but not the weirdest thing we've encountered. Especially not on Linux Gaming. So, we're going to start with Dawn of War 40K Winter Assault. I've never directly played a Dawn of War game, but I do know generally how they work. I've seen enough gameplay. So, don't expect, if we can get it to work, that's going to be good. Well, we hit the play button. Optimal settings. The configuration thing pops up. A device, yes, default, does not go to, run in a window. I do not like the fact it only goes up to that. That's not even the right resolution. 1920 by 1440? That is a 4:3 resolution, isn't it? Yeah, that's a 4:3 resolution, alright. Then again, this is the original, Dawn of War. But still, even then, it should have... everything seemed to be rendered properly. Next. Overall performance low. What? Oh, God, we'll have to change that in-game. Okay, there we go. Relic, rest in peace. Yeah, we're looking at like 4,000 or 5,000 frames, somewhere in there, 6,000. Well, that's to be expected. It is, after all, the original Dawn of War. Can I not skip the cutscene at all? It would appear not. It would appear not. Yeah, well, that's a Terminator, alright. That's a Terminator armor. One of the smaller ones, oddly enough, but that's to be expected. I'd like it if we could skip the cinematic, if the game would be allowing. The Blood Ravens, yep. Well, the game seems to function, at least on some level. It's weird. Sometimes games of this era would support widescreen. Other times, apparently not. That's not what I told you to do. I did not tell you to load that at all. Good lord. Okay, let's go into the options. Turn everything to its highest details. Because, why not? Okay, restart the game. That's slightly better looking. Wow, sound details require the engine restarting as well. That's unusual. Yeah, 4x3 is all it supports. Huh. Unusual, but such is the way of things, I guess. The tutorial's not the worst thing in the world to get started on. Like I said, I've never played a Dawn of War game, so I'm not sure how it actually plays. Oh. Oh my. That is... the bottom of the screen is slightly cut off.
Well, the mouse. To pan the camera, simply move the mouse pointer to the edge of the screen.
There's the menu. Oh, can't change that in-game. Gotcha. Okay.
To rotate the camera to gain a different view of the battle, press the...
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to scroll down. That's a problem. There we go. Yeah, we need to abort that scenario. Go back to the main menu. Apparently that's too high a resolution. Restart the game entirely, and suddenly we're in... Okay, that's actually better. That's not the resolution I told you to go to at all. Like, come on, game. There's no load. There it is. Oh, goodness gracious. That was annoying. There we go. Oh, we no longer have a right or a left. We can't pan left or right. Main menu. Right now it's not mentioning anything about a window. I think this one just borked because of its age. At this point. It's nothing to do with the Linux. It actually seems to work fully. But everything else just seems... I think it's just from age and maybe the improved definitive edition works better.
Sega.
I don't need to create a relic account. Yeah, I think this version of the game is just borked by default. That sucks. There's nothing to do with the Linux compatibility. Everything seems to be working fine. Otherwise. Which that's a shame that a game like this has died from just general age. Yeah. I think this game's just dead by age. It is a shame. It is a shame. Because I can't even get it to launch from that tutorial again. That configuration thing again. Like it just does not open. Huh. That's an absolute shame. But like I said, hopefully the actual version you can buy doesn't have that problem, because that's entirely possible. Like, there is no button for windowed mode in here. So might as well launch it at its highest settings, because it doesn't make a difference, apparently. With no left and right scrolling, this could just be entirely borked. We'll reload up the tutorial and see if there's any way to fix that. Yeah, left and right is borked. Oh god. There is a way of doing it. It's not fun. And that is so heavily fast. Controls scroll rate down. Attack move on default? Yes, please. Oh, thank you. That's a little bit better. Current objective. Oh, rotate with the Alt key.
You can zoom in on something to see it up close by spinning the mouse wheel forward. Do this now. To return the camera to the game's default view, press the backspace key on your keyboard.
Okay, that's slightly better.
You've returned the camera to its default playing view by panning, rotating, and zooming the camera in and out. You
panning
can
does
view
work.
of the battlefield you wish.
That is now super slow. Okay. Back to scroll rating, turning you on. Invert the panning off.
Left-hand corner of your screen.
That's better.
Is your mini-map. You can use the mini-map
That's
to see
better.
where your units and structures are located, to quickly scan the battlefield, to issue quick orders, and so on. The mini-map displays the locations of all strategic points on the battlefield, as well as other items of
That's
strategic
better.
importance. Fog of War prevents you from seeing things where you do not have a presence. As you move
Okay, so it does work, it's just not 16 by 9, which is, I suppose, fine.
the objective menu. The objective menu provides you with a list of all the primary and secondary objectives assigned to you by the game. Mouse over the objectives to get the description of each. Excellent. Anytime you want to refer to the objectives menu, click on the OBJ button on the upper menu bar. Select your field command and look for the Guardsman Squad icon, located in the lower right corner of the screen. Click this button now. Take note of the small bar that is gradually filling up. This progress bar gives you an indication of how close something is to being ready.
That's fairly standard in all RTSs.
Excellent. You now have a Guardsman Squad. Strategic points are located in areas of high strategic value on the battlefield. Capturing and controlling the strategic points on the battlefield is how you increase your requisition resource. Order the Guardsman Squad to capture a strategic point by right-clicking on the point. Capturing a strategic point takes time. Do not move the capturing squad away from the strategic point until the progress bar is full. Otherwise, you will not take control of the strategic point. Excellent. The point is ours.
Well, let's see.
You must continue to capture strategic points to get more requisition resource, which allows you to build more units and structures. Select your field command and build a Tech Priest Engine Seer. Tech Priest Engine Seers are required to build additional structures. Engine Seers are always available from the field command.
Engine Seers. That's one way to call it. That's one thing that you can call them.
To increase the number of squads you can field as Imperial Guard, you need to build additional infantry commands. The Tech Priest Engine Seer has arrived. Engine Seers are the Imperial Guard's builder unit. Anytime you wish to build a new structure, you must use an Engine Seer. Select the Engine Seer and build a listening post on the captured strategic point.
Ah.
Initiating construction.
Ah, okay. Some people do that.
Fortifies your hold of a strategic
Some people prefer to play games on their own, and that is fine. Some people like the experience to be, their first experience with a game to be unspoiled. That's entirely up to the streamer. I appreciated most definitely your help. Especially considering how obtuse that game very much was.
The point is now protected from enemy retaliation. You should continue to build listening posts on all of your captured strategic points. Some structures, vehicles, and research require power to function. Building a plasma generator will supply you with the power you need to keep your force going. Select your engine seer and build a plasma generator. The more plasma generators you have, the faster you will build up the power resource.
Well, discovered that this game is ancient and slightly borked, but it does work, and I'm pretty sure their definitive edition is in better condition than this one. So, I mean, that is true. They could have been much less rude about it.
You now have power. plasma generators will continue to produce power at a constant rate. Note that
Initiating
there is a limit
construction.
to how many plasma generators can be built per field command. Notice the white ring that appears.
Well,
above your
some
structure
people like to
towards
stream, and some people do like.
This is the control zone. Most structures can only be constructed within the control
Some
zone,
people like.
while others, like
Some
this
streamers
one,
especially
can be
like
built at other locations.
showing off
When
their
you are
first
placing the
time
structure, its color
with a
changes
game.
from red
This
to
is
green,
entirely up
using
to the
red
streamer,
or
and some
green
streamers
color
appreciate
indicates the structure will be placed at that
backseaters
location, so that building will begin.
in some extent.
The
Some.
infantry command is a structure where you can build additional guardsmen and more advanced Imperial Guard infantry units. Now we should focus on bringing our squads to full strength by reinforcing them. Reinforcing is the act of
but-
calling in additional troops to bring your squad to maximum combat effectiveness. Select a guardsman squad.
A challenge worthy
Click the
of my
reinforce
skill.
squad button to add one new unit to your squad. Click the reinforce squad button to add one new unit to your squad. You can reinforce during battle. In the event that a guardsman falls to the enemy, you can click the reinforce squad button multiple times to bring your squad to full strength. Congratulations! You have reinforced your guardsman squad. All units and vehicles have a health rating. Health is represented by the small green bar underneath each squad or vehicle. If you lose any units during a fight, you can reinforce to bring your squad back to full strength. Make sure you watch the strength of your squad in battle. Reinforce often to make sure your squads are as effective as possible. Remember that when
Ooh, fancy restaurant. That could be all sorts of things you could have had.
you will need to upgrade the squad to get the heavy weapon back. Now select a squad and take note of the small blue bar just under the squad's health bar. This blue bar represents the morale of your squad. Morale represents the effectiveness of your units in battle. Think of it as a combination of mental focus, courage, and the willingness to fight. Various weapons in the game inflict morale
That
damage
is
as well
most
as
definitely
health
one way to do it.
When your squad
That is
takes
certain.
morale damage, the small blue bar will decrease, just like the health bar does. When a squad's morale becomes too low, the squad will break. A broken squad has lost the will to fight, and its combat effectiveness is drastically reduced. You do not lose control of broken squads. It is your choice whether to leave them in battle or retreat to gather strength. Morale can be an effective tool against your enemies. Also remember that certain units have abilities that can increase the
Initiating
morale of a
construction.
squad. By destroying your enemy's morale, you can cause them to lose combat effectiveness, making them much easier to kill.
A challenge
In this way,
worthy of
a
my
small but
skill.
properly armed squad can destroy an enemy force of superior numbers. Remember, tactics and strategy
It is
can
most
turn the
definitely
tide
not
almost
for
overnight.
everybody.
Make sure you use this knowledge to achieve victory on the battlefield. Now is a good time to learn about unit garrisons and underground tunnels. The Imperial Guard can garrison infantry inside of some of their buildings. Select your guardsman squad and right-click on the field command.
Tremble before my wrath. Let's ride.
Ah, my minefield has been built. B for build.
Very good. Your units are now protected from enemy fire. They can also use the building's mounted weapons against their enemies while inside. The Imperial Guard dig tunnels between all of their buildings so they can move in safety. You can move your squads from building to building without ever leaving their protection. Click on the infantry command. Notice that it has 3 empty slots. Notice how your squad in the field command is shown below. Click on the squad icon to transfer the unit from your field command to the infantry command. Notice the timer bar over the squad icon.
Okay,
This
interesting.
is the amount of time it will take to travel between the 2 buildings. Your squad is now in the infantry command. Click on the squad icon a second time to ungarrison your guardsmen from the building. Congratulations! You now understand the basics of placing your units in the protection of your buildings and moving them from building to building. The Commissar has the power to execute soldiers for
Challenge
cowardice and
worthy of my
disobedience.
skill.
He inspires troops through fear and discipline, and by his own courage.
I'm
Select your Commissar
generally
and click
not
the attach button.
concerned with
Now,
things like fine
select the
dining.
Guardsman squad.
mainly because I don't see the point of it, to be honest, but that is mostly a me thing.
Initiating construction. Initiating construction. Initiating construction.
Yeah, it is a lot of things, but not really truly fine. It is most definitely kind of an unusual thing.
Tremble before my wrath.
Oh, attach him to a squad.
The end of days is upon them. You have the honor of serving me now.
Notice how when the Commissar joins the squad, they rearrange themselves to make room for their esteemed leader. A squad with a Commissar attached will never have their morale break. They will also take less damage from enemy units. Commissars are vital to your success as Imperial Guard. You can also attach priests to your squad when you advance in the tech tree. Priests also greatly increase the power of an infantry squad. To detach the leader from the squad, simply select the squad, then click the detach icon. It is located in the same place as the attach icon. But remember that Commissars and priests add little to your cause unless they are attached to a squad. Most races have a single hero they can build that can lead their entire force. Imperial Guard are led by a group of several brave men commanded by the Imperial General. This group is known as the Command Squad. Select the Infantry Command and build a Command Squad now. The Command Squad is always led by your General. The General can choose to fill out his Command Squad with other Imperial Guard leaders, such as the Commissar, Priest, or the Psyker. Congratulations! You have finished building your Command Squad. Now that we have built a Command Squad, we should reinforce it. Add an additional leader to the Command Squad by clicking on one of the flashing icons now. You will need your Command Squad to be at full strength if you want to counter the strength of the other race's heroes. You will need your Command Squad to be at full strength if you want to counter the strength of the other race's heroes.
It is Dawn of War, Winter Assault in particular, the Winter Assault expansion, which was apparently standalone, which is fine.
Congratulations! You have reinforced your Command Squad. You should continue to reinforce the Command Squad until it is at full strength.
And it seems to be running, if a bit ancient.
In this case, you must build tactical control.
Mainly because, as you can see, it is 4x3.
Squads can be
Granted,
equipped with a variety of weapons,
this version,
allowing you to
you
repair them
can't
against different enemy types.
necessarily
Select the
purchase
Guardsman
anymore.
squad and click the
But
Add
that's mainly due to the definitive edition being the definitive edition now, so... What was our current objective? Add a sergeant to my guardman squad.
A chance to prove our worth. Attack!
Oh, there's a sergeant.
Sergeants are brave soldiers that improve the combat ability and morale of the squad they are part of. They also increase the health of every guardsman in the squad.
I mean, you can purchase it, it's just this particular version you can't.
Your sergeant has arrived. Note that your
And it was entirely a Sega thing, and it's probably because they came up with the definitive edition, which is
Select your guardsman
kind of
squad.
technically
Click the upgrade
special.
Grenade launcher icon to upgrade a squad member. Notice a grenade launcher appears in one of your squad members' hands. This procedure can be performed with any of the available weapon upgrades. You can only upgrade a limited number of your total squad members with heavy weapons. But the power of these weapons makes the investment well worth it. Excellent. You have upgraded your guardsman squad. You can upgrade your squads anywhere on the battlefield to weapons that are well suited to counter your enemy. Select your infantry command and build another guardsman squad.
I'm building quite a large force over here of everything.
For the Emperor.
What was I trying to do? Another guardsman squad and bring it to full strength. I am working on that. Weird. Possibly need more buildings. Possibly more infantry command.
A challenge worthy of my skill.
Don't fire until I say so.
Unless they seriously want me to build... They want me to specifically build another one. That's weird.
Don't fire until I say so.
No, actually, there's specific games you could do that with, particularly Empire at War.
You've reached the maximum number of squads you're allowed to field. Be sure to reinforce your squads to full strength to get the most out of them.
This is it, men. The moment of glory.
Okay, that's where thermal plasma can be built.
Construction.
You guys can come up here to this group.
Imperial Guard, attack.
This is very much an RTS of the era, because I'm fairly familiar with RTSs of this era, so none of what it's doing is entirely surprising, though the whole reinforcing thing is different,
This is it, men. The moment of
but
glory.
is fine.
Take the objective.
Make them all number 1.
Imperial Guard, attack.
Okay, what's the game not doing? They should be at full strength by now. I think I've broken the tutorial. Not sure how, but I most definitely broke the tutorial. Yes, we most definitely broke the tutorial. That is very, very weird. Huh. Well, try that objective again. This time not add them to a squad number, because that probably is what broke the game.
Take it at all costs.
A challenge worthy of my skill. A challenge worthy of my skill.
That group should be... Okay, they are now here. 4 available. It's entirely possible. Look, I'm not saying the heroes didn't have it coming. They most definitely did.
A challenge worthy of my skill.
Yeah, this tutorial is either thoroughly broken. I think it's thoroughly broken. Huh. That is extremely weird. Maybe I just have too many squads in general. Well, we'll kill off one of them, as well as the other one, and see if we can't get the tutorial to unbreak itself. Huh. I mean, at one point they were.
Take it at all costs.
But after the whole revenge plot, yeah, most
Select
definitely
your
not.
infantry command and build another guardsman squad.
A challenge worthy of my skill.
Like I said, at one point they most definitely were, but
Initiating construction. A challenge worthy of my skill.
that most definitely is not the case anymore. Maybe I just am doing something very wrong. Yeah, I've played Mega Man, many Mega Mans. I've played many a Mega Man back in the day.
Fall in, men. It's time for war.
I've played many a Mega Man. They are at full strength, and I think me doing things other than that... I keep trying to equip it with heavy weapons, but it either is not completing or it's not starting. I'm not certain. This is some very weird crap we've got going on. Oh, that can be both either a good thing or a bad thing. Oh, regular show. Ah, regular show. Why are you so both glorious and gloriously good and bad?
You have built a guardsman squad and fully reinforced it.
There they
You have
go.
also added a sergeant and outfitted it with heavy weapons. But
I'm not
the
sure.
squad is
I'm not
still
sure why that.
field
Oh,
command.
Curious George. That's just about as bad.
Before it is fully ready for combat. Select your field command and build a second commissar.
A second commissar. Okay. Oh. I think there's something similar happened on
A second commissar.
Oh.
You must attach him to the new squad of guardsmen. Select your new commissar and click the attach button. Now select the new guardsman squad.
A hundred dozen donuts. That is a lot of donuts. That's a good amount of donuts, but I don't think that's as much as you would think it is.
Take it at all costs.
I mean, it's a good amount of donuts, don't get me wrong. But it is not... could be worse. Could be worse. Depends on what you're doing with those donuts, that's for sure.
Initiating construction.
I leave now. Do not fail me. Fear me, but follow. I leave now. Do not fail me. To arms! Attack, men! Attack!
I guess the game has being very specific about certain things.
Don't fire until I say so. You have the honor of serving me now. Only the faithful shall win the day.
That
I leave now.
did not seem to be...
fail me.
did not seem to work. Weirdly buggy objectives.
Fear me, but follow.
Ah, that's the one.
I leave now. Do not fail me.
Excellent. You have built a second squad of guardsmen and have brought it to full strength. Your field base has supplies and logistics to support a finite number of squads. The number of squads you can
Yes.
support at any given time is called your squad cap. You can see your current squad cap in the resource area at the top of your screen. Once you have reached your maximum squad cap, you will not be able to call in any additional squads. So it's very important to keep an eye on this as you're building up your forces. You can increase your squad cap by building additional infantry commands.
Take the objective.
Each infantry command increases your maximum squad cap. But keep in mind that you cannot go beyond a squad cap of 20. Some types of terrain can provide your squads with protection from enemy fire. This is called cover. Select one of your infantry squads and move it into cover. The area of cover has been identified with a marker known as a ping. It is visible on the minimap as well as in the world.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
With additional defensive bonuses.
Mostly a fan of the Long John,
See cover in the terrain. Just look for your mouse cursor to change as you pass over.
but a lot of that also depends on
You'll notice that when you move your
what
squad,
exactly
a small
qualifies technically as a donut.
This indicates
Like,
that
does a
you're still in
puchki
the defensive
count as a
phase.
donut?
Excellent. Your squad is in cover. Units in cover are harder targets to shoot and take less damage from ranged attacks because of this. Use cover well to gain tactical advantages over your enemies. Excellent. You have captured 3 strategic points and built listening posts on them. Taking and holding
shall have your
strategic
prize.
points is key to defeating your enemies.
Well, I skipped that objective.
Critical locations, just like strategic points. In some multiplayer games, capturing and holding one or more of these critical locations can win you the game. You also get requisition from any critical locations you control. Use a squad to capture a critical location. Critical locations are
That's not a bad thing for
strategic
donuts.
Excellent. You've captured a critical location. Note that critical locations cannot have listening posts built on them. You must find other ways to hold them. Holding relics gives you access to your army's best units and vehicles. Hold
You
on to
shall have
them
your prize.
to ensure you have access to your best technology. Use a squad to capture a relic. Relics are sacred points of great value.
Take it at
Excellent.
all costs.
You have captured a relic. You can build listening posts to fortify
Take the
captured
objective.
relics. You can also capture your opponent's relics to deny them access to their best units and technology. The battle command is complete. You can now build a mechanized command. Just like the infantry command is used
It is done.
the mechanized command is used to build vehicles. Vehicles are tough and nearly impervious to the attacks of non-upgraded infantry. They are a fundamental part of your
You
army
shall have your
and can
prize.
carry powerful support weapons. Select the mechanized command and click the Sentinel Depot.
Well, I'm apparently doing a lot faster than the objective thinks we should.
The Sentinel Depot add-on will allow you to build sentinels from this mechanized command. If you want to build sentinels from other mechanized commands, you will need to upgrade them with the Sentinel Depot add-on as well.
Upgrade that to regimental.
The Sentinel Depot is complete. You can now build a sentinel. Select your mechanized command and build a sentinel.
Give me a minute. We're building a whole bunch of upgrades.
Sentinels are quick raiding vehicles
Good
that
lord.
excel at destroying other vehicles. They can also uncapture enemy points.
Oh.
Capture them.
Well, I think we can come to the conclusion that while the game functions, which it does, it's not... I mean, it functions. Just not as well as I'd hoped. And it's capped at a 4:3 aspect ratio, which is very weird, even for the time period. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of games would just scale with what Windows says. I think... It's been a while since I played an RTS of the time on something that wasn't a 4:3 monitor. So I think we can say successfully that it runs, and that this particular version runs and plays well. It just is really old. And you can't buy this particular version. This is the version I have. It's the one that got chosen and tested. I can probably scrap off the rest of the the Dawn of War 40k, Dawn of War 1s off the list as well, because if this version works, the rest of them probably do as well. Yeah, that is quite common. So, I'm not surprised that that's what you were commissioned to draw. Let me just put it this way. I've been playing a lot of the new Umumusame gacha game, and that's by far not the weirdest thing that community has come up with. There are many other fetishes that are very similar to foot fetishes that has, for some reason, gotten very popular in that community, and I don't get that either. In fact, it's absolutely frightening. Absolutely frightening. So, Dawn of War, the original, it does function. And it seems to play well. That's good to hear. Oh, Noel would absolutely kill you. He absolutely would. He absolutely would. Although maybe he is of the enough of an adult to be like, you know what? That's between you and my sister. But given how much he seems to enjoy his sister's company, he might, and again, Japanese game, he may have a thing for his sister, either in a protective manner or otherwise. It's hard to tell even in the remake, how much or little characterization there is. Also, yes, he's very easy to just keys. Thank God. Although sometimes that's half the fun, is like if you're playing a game blind and doing it on purpose, getting to that and being like, oh crap, there is a cheese and I should be paying attention to that. And sometimes half the fun is figuring out those cheesy strategies yourself. That's very true. Anyway, we should, now that Dawn of War has been tested, we should check out the next one. This is a game I've played, I don't know the number of hours I've put into the original Fable. I have at least one. I've got one playthrough on the YouTube channel, and that was an entire playthrough of the game from start to finish. It's ancient. I would not recommend generally watching that. Although I did walk through the entire game from start to finish, including some exploits that I very generously used. I don't know about the Anniversary Edition, because I don't own it. Because why would you own that if the original still runs? Good lord. License terms from Microsoft software. This! Oh, that is ancient. That's an ancient EULA. Do not show this warning again. We have all the memory. Don't you tell me I don't. WASD, that's correct. I know this has a 4:3 ratio. I know this has a 16:9. Don't you tell me it doesn't. Oh god, I do not regret not having a drop-down menu. 1440p in 32 bits. 60, why not? As high as anti-aliasing goes, texture detail, everything to maximum. Apply. Restart the game. It seems to function, and I think this one is Steam Deck certified. So I would not be surprised at all if the game works. Where did the autosave save me? Oh. Right at the beginning of the game. To be expected. Oh, I forgot the camera sensitivities. Yes. Oh god. Look at that mouse lag. You can count the frames the game is generating. That's terrible considering the camera sensitivity down. It's saying I didn't have enough video RAM. I've got 24 gigabytes, game. Oh. Sometimes. Yes. And this is a game that was very easily cheesable. While certain things were cheesable with certain autosaves. It's very weird. Goodness, this game did not have UI scaling at all, but that was kind of to be expected. Oh, yep. As I thought, to the right was better. That's true. Let's change the refresh rate to 100, and that made no difference to the mouse. Oh goodness, something is not correct with this. Something is not correct with these controls, and this is weird. Subtitles are on. Something's not right with this. Right. Yeah, something is very weird. The game was not this...
You bought your sister something nice for her birthday.
I can already tell you. Something about these controls feels off. I played this game enough to know that the controls feel weird. And I don't know why. And I don't know what feels weird either. It's not... Is it the follow control? Is it the follow camera? No. That's not it either. And I played it on mouse and keyboard, so I'm not sure. It's not that. Something feels wrong and off. Like the left to right speed. The camera speed's the problem, and it's feeling a bit janky at the same time. Turn off VSync. That might be what's doing it. A little bit, but not really. Okay, that's better. Speed is it's a little fast still, but I don't know. And that's at my lowest DPI settings on the mouse. That's better. That's a little bit better, but not really. Like, the camera just feels wrong. Wronger than it should be. Okay, that's a... I slowed it down even more. That's a little better? But something still feels wrong with these controls. The cheater and his... The other one, Right. It does have some weird controls. I will not lie. The game does have some very weird controls.
Let me hear some good.
I don't remember the game being quite so jolty. But then again, the child era was always kind of wonky to begin with.
Hello, lad. Some little girl, and it seemed it just so guaranteed. Maybe, lad. Remember?
I could not remember.
Honestly, where's that? I run his if you found.
Well, we know exactly where this man is.
Mind how you go, kid.
Well, the game functions, but something is most definitely off with the controls, and I'm not sure what it is.
Look, son, my wife's home, but I managed to tell you what. Just don't tell.
But if we can skip past this bit of the tutorial, maybe it'll
Many lovely things.
it'll get better.
Where's that? I run his if you find. You have? Thank you.
Oh, I've got to, just stand between those two. I'll put a good word in, right? What?
My cousin says that they're quick. While he's... Unless you're too scared. Come on. Let's go and break stuff. Are you just going to stand there like a lemon? But being good is so boring. Wouldn't you prefer to be smashing things? Come on. There's still time before he gets back. Oh, you're no fun at all. Fine. Have your stupid good deed then.
Excellent. I'll let you.
Please find your...
Don't remember where the bear is, but most simply something is up with these controls, much more than I remember. Well, it may have been years since I played the game last. It is,
Stupid little idiots. Just goes around what you look...
I want more pocket. Ow! Hey! Ow! It hurts! I'm sorry. I'll leave him alone. Just please.
right, this is where the doll is, the teddy bear.
Thank you. You stopped him good. Thank you. Here, I'll let you look after Rosie. She'll be safe with you.
If I remember right, there's more deeds than money that can be done. I don't remember what they all are. It hath been a good long while since I played Fable. a good long while. And I am indeed interested in the new Fable that is going to be coming out at some point. Although I am concerned, considering what they did with the franchise at its end. With the Connect game being the last one we ever saw.
Come on, mate.
Oh, if only old kids was like him. Well done, lad. Well, I think...
Swore there were 5 good things you could do, but it has been a long, long time since I played this game.
Ooh, you luck quickly. Young sir. Hello, lad. Say happy birthday to your sister for me, won't you?
Hello, little brother. I hope you haven't forgotten what day it is, like you did last year. I'm sorry if I woke you up last night. It was another of those dreams. I was standing...
I do so remember the story of Fables 1, 2, and 3 and how they interconnect.
I'm still waiting for my present.
And how technically even the Connect game really do all revolve around, to some degree or another, this character, Teresa.
I knew you were going to bring me chocolates. It's just like my dream. Come on, let's go home. Mother will be back for my party any minute.
It is a rather interesting set of story. The entire Fable,
Wait,
technically,
there's something
quadrilogy and how they tie together, though, again... Yeah.
It's really happening. They're here. You've got to hide.
That was of the time period, and actually was very good looking for the time period. Although... Fable 2s were considerably better. And thus 3s were also. Because 2 and 3 came out relatively close to each other. And it was Fable the Journey, I think it was. Was it what they called it? And of course, this is the burning of Oakvale, which is a terrible, terrible thing to have happen. But standard hero's journey thing. Everybody dies. Except as it turns out, the only one who dies is actually your father? Fable is kind of weird. Technically, the only one who dies is your father.
You'll be sharing this room with Whisper.
Whisper.
It's time to wake up. You must be my roommate. What are you talking to me?
Getting the melee ring. Melee ring. Oh, is that outside? That's outside. Oh, it has been a long time since I've had to navigate the guild hall. And again, probably the anniversary edition is probably the best version of Fable to be playing. So, as opposed to the original Lost Chapters. Though I don't know if the good old hero save exploit exists in it or not. It may not.
You've finally pried... All right, lad.
Combat's always the same. Q to equip your weapon.
Now that's more like it.
Experience orbs.
Well done, lad.
Kill beetles. Again, this mouse being so terrible is very weird. I wonder if it's because I'm technically not in windowed mode. Does it even have a proper... I don't think it has a proper windowed mode. Which, while unusual, is not, I guess, to be expected. For a game of this age, its functioning is to be expected, I suppose. The fact that it functions at all is perhaps a glorious thing altogether. Where are those stupid beetles at? Ah, there they are.
Well done, lad. The beetles are all dead. You can come out of the woods now.
Well, you can come out of the woods if you desire to. Not that there's a lot in the woods at the moment, but... God, this game goes many places. And I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping the new Fable game that comes out is decent enough.
The guild was now...
Get out of bed,
Okay, yeah, the camera is better once you're out of child mode. That is very much easy to tell. It's still a little bit weird on the stairs, but that might change once you reach adulthood.
Late again. You can put that old... Now pay attention. What?
Middle mouse button is block.
Don't let her attack Stone, boy.
damn it! How did you stop that?
Well done. Now...
Ow!
That's all wrong, Wisp. Then meet me by the archery range to continue.
The number of times I've had to skip that tutorial, mainly because it just gets kind of boring after a while, is a thing.
For your archery training. Let's continue our training with the bow. To begin with, see if you can hit the 3 stationary targets, and put some effort into it. Now lock onto the target. Well done. Come on, lad. Get your bow out.
This does not appear to be working. There we go. I had to remember how that works exactly. I used to be really good at this. But it's been so many years.
Not too good. You need more practice.
Yeah, whatever.
Next, we will learn about the ways
And magics. Perhaps one of the more interesting things.
Want to practice melee combat?
It's the magic system. God, those waterfalls were always exceptionally loud. I always found those waterfalls exceptionally loud, no matter what version of the game you play.
there's just the will. It's time to learn about will power. That's it. See how many you can hit in half a minute. Only attack dummies.
The first magics you learn, lightning. You learn to Palpatine him. You learn to Palpatine. It's hilarious, really.
Excellent use of magic. Well,
That one's almost super easy to just get.
very good, lad. I hope you're ready. The boy mastered the skill.
Oh!
Before you graduate.
Well, that was unusual. That was a missing, video file. Huh. That was exceptionally weird. Like, that's not supposed to happen at all. Maybe it's because I was skipping the cutscenes. I'm not sure.
I suppose you're wondering how you pass the final test then. It's simple. You must defeat me, using all you've learned in your years of training.
Ah, yes. The good old, actually antagonist of... Ow.
You're getting better at this. You're getting better at this. Very good.
Where did he go? There he is.
Put some anger into it.
I suppose it's not too much of a spoiler to be like, he's the one... He's actually the one who burned down your home? You just don't learn this for, like, 2/3 of the way through the game. And it's entirely at the behest of an ancient eldritch being.
Excellent.
who's kind of behind who's behind a whole lot of things in the original Fable.
That's enough. Yes.
Yeah. And it's entirely because your bloodline. It's all about some ancient spire and all sorts of malarkey that plays technically into Fables 2 and 3.
Let the apprentices...
Technically.
It's time for you to leave us then.
Okay.
First, you must select the area you wish to advance in. You've chosen. Now choose the spell you wish to learn.
These are the two you really want when it comes to magic. Either Divine Fury or Infernal Wrath. And the reason for that is they're large-scale AoE abilities that are just stupid powerful. Like, stupid powerful.
Check the guild for more quests.
And the good old check the guild for more quests. I always did kind of find that funny.
You could be an expert archer or a stealthy rogue. You can use your experience from ranged combat to improve your speed. Guile increases your stealth and improves your trading skill. Toughness makes you more resistant to damage. Take the wasp.
Yes. I forgot. Definitely some weird and slightly archaic unique controls. Not the worst in the world, however.
Chicken chaser.
Remember, following the gold markers on your map will lead you to your quest objective.
You've come to the right place.
Oh, yes. Things you can be known as.
You want to get to the harvest clock, sort out their trouble.
Something still feels weird about these controls.
Used to be an adventure. You must be able to get rid of wasps are attacking the picnic area. Follow me.
No.
Hey, over here. Hey, over here.
You're as bad.
Funny.
I do remember how a lot of these early quests go, and that's because I've played them for so long. Like, oh.
Over here.
Silver keys are an important thing for those silver chests that are around the world.
Hey, over here.
Yes, yes, the wasps. And yes, there are wasps, and yes, they are everywhere, and in particular, they are deadly. Mainly because they are huge. Or should I say because one of them is huge. Well, even the basic wasps are huge. Also, how often do they show, do games tend to show insects, especially large ones, that just eat people?
Thanks for saving me. I'm going to tell everyone about you.
And that's why the AoE is actually useful. Because the auto-target just takes a while sometimes to target.
will energy is low. More wasps have scored, but they are no match for your widow.
And you get your first trophy for killing what amounts to little more than a pinata.
What's going on here? Known as Shikin
You've received a new quest card.
Honestly, the best thing about Fable has always been the weirdness of the world, but also the things you can do with it. Jack. That is his name. That's the name of the ultimate villain. Specifically, I believe it's the Jack of Spades? Oh, it has been a while. Yeah, and again, Fable lore going back, as I learned before.
Maze is looking for you. He waits for you in the Bowerstone Tavern.
As I learned when Fable 2 was coming out, they had a special website which gave you a lot of backstory in the Fable universe that you didn't know about. Jack was one of 3 arcane/deific type entities. They think it was the King, the Queen, and the Jack. The first hero slew the first 2, the King and the Queen. Jack jumps bodies. And that's how he survived the first hero. The first hero, who, by the way, small weird thing, the first hero was called Will. And that's why magic in the Fable universe is called Will, because it's the power of Will, the founder of the Heroes Guild. Yes, it is just that stupid. It is just that stupid, because the first hero wielded magic. His name was Will. His descendants, who all heroes are technically descended from, because they can use that type of magic, they're also called Will. And yes, it is just as stupid as it sounds. I mean, I love these little weird, stupid things like that. It's glorious. It really is this stupid little things like that that's like, okay, I mean, I gotcha. It's funny. I get it. Too bad we didn't learn about it until Fable 2 was the reason. But also, that's fine.
This one looks promising.
Cullis gates for quick transport.
Chicken chaser. Do you chase chicken?
The place for great heroes who lie in rest. Also location of one of the greatest swords, assuming you give up the evil blade. I don't see why you wouldn't, if you're playing a good character. That was one of the things added in one of the later, in the Lost chapters in particular. Was the special sword. Because it's got the same stats as the evil blade, but it's good aligned. There's a lot of things that the Lost chapters added.
Oh, I haven't seen him before.
We're now on our way to the banqueting hall.
See him there.
Hello there. Nick, are you coming along on the tour?
Anything going on?
There's a lot of small, weird things that Fable does. especially the original. Fable 2 is by far, out of the 3 Fable games that I've played, and it's all 3 of them, honestly, the one that does the most interesting things, and probably has the most interesting story to tell, is Fable 2. And here's the unfortunate thing about this whole franchise. Fable 1 and 3 are both on PC. Both the original Fable here and in a special anniversary collection that updates the graphics, probably the controls as well. And it's just, it looks better, probably plays better. It's just overall the superior version by most people. Fable 3, I've not tried the PC version. I have the PC version, I've just not tried it. But it functions and is available on PC. Fable 2, the superior one, in my opinion, is only available on the Xbox 360. They did not make a PC port for it, ever. And, again, as far as I'm concerned, out of the 2 later Fable games, 2 and 3, 2 is superior, just in general. Like, I played 3 nearly through to completion, and it is so much shorter. It is ridiculous how much shorter it is. And just its overall quality is not... The quality of storytelling in Fable 3 is not as good as Fable 2's. Or even Fable 1's. And that's a problem. That is a problem. When that's the last game in your series, other than The Journey, or whatever it was called. The Connect game they made. I'm glad that there's a new Fable coming out. I'm just not sure how it's going to tie to this Albion in this universe. Much less everything else it's got going on. I'm hoping it's good. And as we can see here, the game plays... This game functions as it should. The important thing is in Fable, if you're going to be doing any stealing, don't get caught. Quite literally, it is, as long as no one's actively looking at you, which is in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, as you can see, the eyeballs. As long as someone's looking at you, it's really not going to matter that much whether you rifle through those shelves or not. No one knows it's stolen. Which means you find something, you can quite literally turn around and sell it away to anybody. Why? They don't know it's stolen. The Chamber of Fate. This plays a very important role far later in the game, but also is where you can see your... And these are in fact wonderful little vignettes that are part of... They are shown in the cutscenes that I've been skipping. And as you can see, it's kind of how you can track your progress through the game. But also that particular area plays a very important role very late in the game. I was hoping I maybe, at some point in time, Steam would have backed up to the Steam Cloud my progress, and we could have started with an endgame character and skip this whole tutorial thing, but would appear the answer is no.
Ready to help? Some scallywags trade between the shops to earn themselves gold, you know.
I've run out of early game things to particularly talk about in Fable, because it is a fun game, and I do enjoy playing it. Though, it definitely is a little rough around the edges. Like I said, Fable 2 improved a lot on both the systems and the world, most importantly. And 3 just kind of was, in my opinion, a letdown. And that is unfortunate. But such things do happen.
Oi!
Remember, stay legal.
What's going on? Oh, hello.
Hello. You've come to the right place. You should meet Maze. He's in the tavern.
Granted, you do earn evil points for stealing regardless, if you do any stealing, but sometimes there's things that you just need to get. But such is always the case.
Check the guild for more quests.
And that always gets slightly annoying, the Guildmaster does. Again, he's... And he's really only a problem in Fable 1. In Fable 2, well, I can't spoil what happened, what you can do to the Guildmaster in Fable 1, but let's just say he may not survive.
Oh, woe is me.
Are you going to help?
Remember, the witch in Bowerstone.
Oh, right, the witch. The witch in Bowstone K. It's a very British game, Fable is. It really is very much... It is very, very British.
No, don't tell me. You were sent here by an irritating young lady. The one with the comatose kid. Don't look so surprised. I am a witch, you know. I read tea leaves on Thursdays. Besides, you're not the first fool she sent my
The most
way.
interesting thing is the amount of bloom that exists on these characters. This exists in all versions of the game,
No hurry.
except maybe the anniversary. Bloom was a new technology.
Having the time of his life.
I.e., the kid's as high as a kite. Because I believe he ate bad mushrooms. Or something along that line.
Hello there. She's keen to... All right.
And despite these boats existing, you never do get to sit on the boats because if you couldn't tell, the game is kind of held together, especially nowadays with the duct tape and twine. Right, the 4 mushrooms. I don't remember what those mushrooms are. A lot of nostalgia I have for this game. There really is a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Wow, that is not supposed to be running that slowly. That is not supposed to be running that slowly. So there's definitely some bugs going on with Fable. It doesn't need an external program to function. It's just something is most definitely wrong with this version of it.
Oh, you know, sound what? If only I hadn't lost.
Hey, you're from the guild. I was standing on those stepping stones in that.
I can't believe it's all Fred's fault.
Right, the mushrooms are in the guild.
Oh.
At least one of them is. Because those guys are stoned out of their minds. Because them in their magic mushroom. Sometimes the game really does play things directly on the head, and it is a very irreverent game. Like, in general, the original Fable very much is irreverent. I don't have a fishing rod.
Your path is only a light.
Right, I need a fishing rod in order to get that, and I don't remember where I buy a fishing rod at. There's a place.
They speak well of you, Chicken Chaser.
And yes, you can go throughout the game being known as Chicken Chaser. Again, not the worst thing you could be known as in the entire world. Mayhap it's this guy. This, shopkeep.
You've come to the right place.
Right, and these are the standard upgrades from iron to steel to obsidian to quote-unquote master. And you go swords, katanas, cleavers. There's actually a good variety of weapons, both large and small, in Fable 1.
Jenna and Isaiah, the farmers, are having a bad time at Orchard Farm, I heard.
Yes, they are, in fact, having a bad time. Not as bad a time as I am having. But that's mainly because I cannot find a fishing rod to save my life. Also, my skills at this particular game are a little on the rusty side, so... not entirely surprising. So I think...
Makes you a true hero. Oh yes, wonderful.
Brilliant play, sir.
Great.
And renown is ultimately how you become known. And there's really no other way to improve it other than to show off trophies, do quests, and do them fancifully. Because in Fable 1 and 2 and 3, technically, no one... The people will care whether you are good or evil, but the guild in 1, it just wants you to be famous. They don't care if you're a good or a bad person. What is going on there? Okay, that is the reflection of the of the flag. I thought something was weird going on there.
We haven't seen him before.
Ready to help? The tavern? Marvellous, isn't it?
Chuck us over a beer, will you?
You looking hard. You look like somebody needed some muscle. Suit yourself, you know.
Here, chuck us over a beer, would you? Hello.
Oh, hello again.
Honestly, while there's a lot of nostalgia for me in this game, again, probably Fable the Anniversary Edition is probably the superior version.
Who do you think you are, coming up here uninvited?
Chicken chaser.
But then again, in Fable you can own as much real estate as you like. In fact, there's an entire achievement associated with purchasing every house in the game. And in Fable 2, you purchase everything in all the land, and then you also are king, so you can just do funny things like jack everybody's rent sky high. Why? Because you can. I mean, who's gonna stop you? You're king. And you own all the land. You're directly everyone's landlord. It's honestly quite an interesting thing you can do. And a lot of these things that happen in Fable 1 are honestly subverted and played for jokes in Fable 2. It's actually quite fun. It's actually not a bad series. It's quite funny. For as serious and dark as it can get, it's not a bad series. So, what we can say about Fable 2 is it has jank to it. Because it does. So while it functions, it doesn't function perfectly. There's definitely something going on here, but it can be played. Just, I'm like 90% sure the Anniversary Edition is better. The art style is different, which some of us older Fable fans most definitely took umption with. Me, I didn't necessarily like the look of it, but then again, it is the supported version. Also, 1500, 1400 frames per second is ludicrous. Is ludicrous. Also, the two different types of saves I didn't mention. World saving is your ultimate hard saves. Hero saves are what happens when you're in the middle of a quest. A hero save is a temporary save that will put you back at the beginning of the quest. Which, in this version, allows you to do such silly things as if there's a quest in an area that gives you a silver key. If you hero save before the end of the quest and then load that save, it will put you back at the beginning of the quest. And you will have gained that key, but the key has been uncollected. Meaning that there's one quest fairly early on to where you can get all the silver keys you want to open up all the silver chests. And all you gotta do is, like, load the hero save, like, 20, 25 times, maybe 30 times. It's actually not hard. It's not hard, nor is it complicated. But it is unusual to do. So, that one works. It's a little weird, it's a little wonky, it's not perfect. But then again, it's also a fairly old 3D RPG. There's a better version of it that they came up with that probably fixes a few of those problems. But I don't own it, so I can't test it. I just don't think I own it. No. I own Fable, The Lost Chapters, and Fable 3. Again, Fable 2, non-existent. I will forever be very annoyed at that. Which is also the reason I keep my Xbox 360 hooked up. Which I think I have an entire playthrough of Fable 2 on my channel as well. Again, that's more recent than Fable 1. But, and thus much better. If you can get around the capture card being a capture card, and thus it was a cheap capture card, and thus not the greatest of quality visual-wise. Plus, my editing software probably took off a chunk of that at the time, too. I've gotten better at things like that. Anyway, on to the next game. Tenderfoot Tactics. An indie tactics game. Loads right up, to be expected. It's a fairly recent game, so it is to be expected. Full screen, windowed, borderless, full screen, vertical sync off. Crunchy mode for those of us who like that. It's funny. Creamy and crunch. For those who like the crunchy graphics mode. That's a funny. That's funny. What the tower? Oh, that tower. Whoa, look at that jump. That is a tower, but we are also very, very tiny. Goblins. We are goblins, apparently. Tiny, tiny goblins. The VSync is off. Huh. It is only limiting itself to 30 frames per second. How interesting. Goblins take turns one at a time. Okay. Looks like we got 2 ranged goblins and 1 physical goblin. Okay. Begin. Hit from the side or back, they'll get unnerved. See, we need to move you to, like, here in order for you to be able to attack. Right? Oh, you cannot actually attack him. In which case we'll have you wait. Okay, and you have to move through the experience in order to be able to... Interesting. Okay, and any experience on the floor gets awarded evenly to those who have participated. Interesting. Oh. We have gained a new goblin. Nyx. Interesting. We have acquired a new goblin. And these are your classes. Interesting. And you can change what they look like. Interesting. Ah, and there are particular things you have to learn for these. And look at all those unlockable classes. That is very interesting. Ho! Bird. Bird eye view. Not ideal. Bird and map. Why does map does not say where we are? Interesting. Map does not say where we are. Actually, we would be in tower over here. So... I'm assuming this direction? I'm not sure which way is west and which way is not. The game was not very particular about what directions we were facing. This looks like possibly west. Oh. Feyweed. I wonder what that is. Oh! That is a lot of enemies? That is, in fact, a lot of enemies. Okay, starts with him going first. Okay. I think Nettle needs to go back there. They need to get close. Ow! Unless we have to move directly next to him. Well, I appear to have, Can you not attack him? Oh, he is outside of your range. Well, that's just rude. That is just rude. Oh, can you not? You cannot get over there. Huh. Can you, no? Huh. I guess you have to wait there then. Ow! Ow. This is not going to end well for us. Let us first aid. That archer is going to be a problem. However, we unnerve you. And then we wait in that direction. Willow is next. We just eliminate a threat altogether. Ow. You cannot go where I need you to go, can you? I need you to go there. Huh. Annoying. But... let's unnerve you. That won't unnerve me. Good. Move you there. And then you can first aid our friend. And that's gonna unnerve me. But there's literally nothing I can do about that. That's 2 down. Okay, it is now your turn. You do need to move in order to hit him, but you really can't? You really don't have that many moves you can make, do you? Okay, we are alive. That one's dead. I was concerned because we were heavily outmatched, but now that we've proven ourselves to be on good footing. As far as he can move, he can only move that one space? Oh, that's concerning. That should unnerve him. Knocking him back a level. There we go. Oh, that was good. Oh, let's claim these goblins. That was kind of unexpected, but I mean, that's one way, I suppose, to do random combats. More goblin level 1s. Or just basic goblin level 1s, to be honest. Huh. A spirit, huh? Oh, that's you, good sir. Cats? Cats. Oh, God. That's a lot of cats. I don't like that thought. Clover. We really should have all of our people over here, as much as it's not necessarily the best of ideas. Yeah, because their people are not going to come anywhere near for a while. I've got a bad feeling like I may have made a tactical error. Like, we are heavily outnumbered. Ow. That guy... Oh, they have an AoE. That's not gonna kill him. Like, not even close. I'm getting close, but not close enough. We're gonna lose Pascal here. Oh no, we lost Willow. Oh, we lost 2 of them. We are horribly outnumbered. This is not going to go well for us. Granted, this is already not going well for us, but... Ow. We're gonna lose all of our melee people. That did not do a lot of good. Oh, there goes... Yeah, we've lost this battle. Yeah, we've lost this this battle. I wonder what happens if we lose all our goblins. Because we are going to lose everybody. I mean, it really doesn't matter. We've lost this battle. Like, there's no winning that battle. Okay, we start back at home. Okay. I mean, that is kind of to be expected, I suppose. Huh. An unusual little tactics game with our goblins. We definitely start as underdogs. Those cats are a bit too well equipped for what we have at the moment. As much as I'd like our little... to help our little spirit there, it's not gonna happen. That's just not gonna happen. Oh, this is also a fairly large group of... This is a fairly large group. unnerve you. You are next. What if we wanted to... unnerve you a little? Okay, the next one we have is you. Next is you. Oh, you're melee. Ow. Whack him. Oh, and then it's you. Kill. Okay, now we've got multiple goblins who are gonna go next. Multiple spirit goblins. Looks like mostly melee goblins, to be honest. We unnerve you. Next is Willow, who can... No! I did not want to do that. Ah, bugger. That one just dies. You were just kind of stuck there, aren't you? Doing a good job with protecting our goblins. Okay, which one? You. Why did that not unnerve him? Weird. He actually has very limited movement range. Ow. Just murder him. Okay, that should have given you several experience points, which it did. Okay, that did in fact give you several experiences. That goblin is dead. Ooh, 14 health. Yes. I'm surprised that didn't level these guys up. I wonder if there's any more of these goblins. Or these terrible goblins. These terrible, terrible goblins. There's a lot of them. Oh my goodness. Oh, no, 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 no. This looks like a bad idea. This looks like a very, very, very bad idea. Not like we really have that much of an option, do we? Willow gets to go first. That guy's second. If we put Willow there, he should be able to attack him. Let's see. If we put our archers there, our melee is kind of here. I think this will work for us. Can only be thrown that far, which really isn't far. I should have known he would be able to do that. Oh, goodness. On the bright side, you can heal him. And you should. Oh, bugger. Ha! Eat that! The strategy has worked. Kind of. This is not going to go well. I don't know what that knight did, but whatever it is, I don't like it. Okay, that's a heal. That's good to know, I suppose. Murder. Okay. So far, so good. Ow. Okay. Archers are doing good. Archers are doing wondrous things. He's already going at the far end of everybody. Ow. Okay. That'll unnerve you. Oh no, that does do AoE damage. Oh no. Shoot. Fall back 1. Heal him. Fall back 1. Gah! Buckwind. Buckwind, can you heal? Oh, that's not Buckwind. That was the other one. That was Nyx. Bugger. Hey, Buckwind's this one. He's next. Cannot move through allies. That's the worst one. That's the worst maneuver we have. We cannot move through allies. Well, I do have a heal, which is annoying. However, it's not the worst thing in the world. That did in fact kill him, which is good. Cause that would, It's not gonna kill him, but that will bring him down low enough. And then we need to get you out of the way. Another one down. think we succeeded in this one with only blowing up one ally. That's a good thing, isn't it? That's good. That's a very good thing. It's another one dead. Ah, you would love to participate, but you cannot participate because you are stuck behind allies. Not being able to sneak by allies is a problem, I'm seeing. Just a bit of one. There we go. Ooh. 9 attack and 27 health. Like that is all just really good. Clover can now ooh. Some AoE healing. Double damage from behind. Yes, that all sounds extremely good. Plus 9 attack. 9 attack is really good, and I think we'll give it to you. No. Clover's gonna be good. Who's our other melee? Your other melee. Nyx's. The potash. This is some... I think I'm getting some of the strategy down. Some of it. Oh, we can instantly boat. Oh, that is that's an experience. It does say there's something to the north. Some unusual something to the north. And we can just boat there, maybe? It's definitely got an interesting little art style, this one. Like, how things just kind of pop in and rotate and just glob together. It's definitely very, very different. Clover satisfied. Okay. We don't see any enemies. Like, this is an unusual little art style. Especially for, like, the overworld. Definitely keeps an air of mystery around. And now the colors have changed. It's because we're going very far from home? Maybe. There we go. Goblin 4 for a lot of these, huh? That was a weird thing going on. Makes me wonder if a lot of this weird and unusual graphics things I'm seeing is actually from the game, or if it's is it supposed to look like that, or is it not? Like, I don't know if it's supposed to be doing that or not. It could. It could very well supposed to be looking like this. Some more mint. What is that? I can and am ever so slightly confused as to what exactly is going on, other than we are tiny goblins doing tiny tactical things. But do not know why. And what did we acquire? And that was all Clover who got happy with that. 2 and 2. 1 and 5. Who's a good one who could use the additional 5 HP? Well, let's explore what's up here. Oh, goblin. One of our goblins? Have all of our goblins? Have our goblins gotten a little lost? There we go. Everybody is back on board. Hurrah! Now what are you? You can't turn dice back into blueberry. Okay. That's a die man. Interesting. This is a very tall place, but full of weirdness. Oh! They are familial with Horlock. Elementals, I see. I see, I see. Probably song is the best for him. Uh-huh. Interesting. That's saying there's something over here. That's saying there's something over there, which we can explore a little and see what's over there. And it would appear that getting certain items helps, well, gives experience to certain people. We appear to have stumbled upon a somewhat friendly goblin camp. Okay, now home is here. I'm not seeing anything that'll try and murder us. I think we're heading for that island. Yes, that should be the island. And we can see a spirit friend in the distance. Good. Good. This is the one that should have a thing on it? Oh, that's the one with the thing on it. Nothing on this island at all. Yes, because it is the second island past. Gotcha. Is that another goblin camp? That might be... That looks like another goblin camp of some kind. Or some type of camp. If not goblin, why goblin shaped? It's been a while since we've encountered an enemy. I wonder if we're supposed to fight those cats. Interesting. Ah. Clover continues to gain experience. Actually really close to getting to Goblin 3. That's good. Tansy, and that's Pascal. Pascal is now leveled up and is now Goblin 3. Pascal could use more explosion. They really could. If we continue north, we will encounter something on the mainland. Although it looks like from here, someone went that way to that little island and then north. Who knows what could be on that little island? Could be nothing. Could be something. One doesn't know until one gets to the island. Doesn't look like anything. If we have to, we can always go back towards the spirit. Not seeing anything. This is most definitely a way to do a tactics game. It's definitely not a bad idea. I'm actually quite enjoying it. The combat seems nice and snappy, although we got foobarred the first time we fought those cats, but we're now significantly stronger. Significantly stronger than what we were before. So I don't see anything. Well, we'll head north to up here and see where what's ending at that X. Like, that could be treasure. Looking for an inlet. Which we appear to have found. We also found enemies. A lot of enemies. Huh. We're not going to be able to do the ambush strategy, so melee to the front. Though... let's get a shot on Pascal up here. Because I don't think the enemy... we can pass through the mist. So we focus down these guys here. By the time they get over, some of these guys will be hurt. Pretty badly, too. Alright, let's try this. Oh, no, they can, in fact, reverse that. That is a bit of a problem. The witch needs to die first. Die! Disturbing. Apparently magic is magic. Unnerve you. Unnerve you again. Reminder, they can't traverse through allies. That nearly kills him. Perfect. It's not gonna kill him. Ow. That's a shove. That's an annoyance. More than anything. Of course they can heal like that. But so can we. Those songs were a good thing to pick up. You. Now we do you again. Granted, that's going to do that exposed Willow pretty poorly. Every enemy removed is an enemy we no longer have to deal with. Let the witch do her thing. Ouch, that does hurt. We're gonna lose at least one. God, blasted witches. I need to be doing more song, less... Oh! Okay. And he can only attack. Every enemy removed is one less enemy we have to deal with. Who's next? You are. Because you're going to go after Willow. So why would you not? Of course, that's going to kill Willow. Of course it is. And that's going to cause him to kill. We've just about entered a loss phase. Because that's going to heal. Bugger you. We've not yet entered a full loss phase. Good, they lost their AoE capabilities. Thank God. That's a minor unnerving. No! Bugger! We've now lost... I think we've now lost our full capability of, bugger. Of doing enough damage. Because that witch is now going to unnerve us again. And he's dead. We've lost this battle. I don't have the damage output anymore. Yep, there we go. Just dead. Shoved to the bottom of the priority tree. I think we can do it? Oh, the map is randomized every time. That is concerning. It's really these witches I have to kill first. Cow! Did you really have to do that? God, blasted witches. Heaven help me. Death to the damage dealer. Death to the main damage dealer. Holy cow. It's the witches that are gonna be the problem. But they're not that big of a problem at the moment. And they are a problem, but they're not the problem. That witch is gonna cause a problem. That one's not going to cause a problem. You know song, which would help everyone around you. And now you need to get out of the vicinity where you're going to cause problems for the witches. I knew they were going to drop that right there. It's these witches that always cause problems. Put you down. Move you out of the way. He's gonna nerve you. And then you're gonna not murder him? That's weird. I don't know why you decided not to murder him. Yeah, so it helped the enemy. It's not the worst thing in the world. That really isn't the worst thing in the world. Murder. And now we need you out of the way. Which is going to slowly kill you. We actually have no way of healing you. And these witches are gonna, of course, heal. However, I can in fact strangle you. Of course. Give the witches a distraction. He's just isolated is the problem. This witch is going to unnerve everybody, including her own guy, which is absolutely perfect for me, 'cause drop you down. Of course, that witch is gonna heal, which is God, blastedly annoying. Which has got ballistically annoying. However, he's going to die before he gets a chance to do anything. Give him a distraction. No! No! Worth it! Yes. Unnerve that witch. Just about murder you. Okay. We can, in fact, just murder that witch. Which is the ideal strategy. Less witches to deal with, the better. Although, this guy's, he's basically dead. Yeah, he's dead. It was bound to happen. On the other hand, this witch, the more witches we can eliminate, the better. No! That will unnerve him too. It's 41. Double damage from behind. We could just straight up murder him. Strangle! These witches do their thing. They appear to be in some type of healing loop with each other, which is excellent. Now we just let our ranged close the gaps, if possible. Heal if possible, heal when needed. Okay, the witches are in fact in a healing loop, which is good. Although that one is now dead, which may not be a good thing. Because now they're no longer in a healing loop, which is fine. Goblin is now in a healing loop. Witch is now in a healing loop. But with itself. And Witch is dead. And Witch is dead. Oh, that was more complicated than it needed to be. Oh, loot and leave. Oh. Oh. That is not a spirit I was thinking of. That is a enemy spirit, possibly. Goblin 3. And Clover could just use an improved song. Oh, this does not look good. This does not look good. I don't know why Willow is always the one to go first. Oh, you get to go next. That's slightly concerning, but These guys have more abilities and... Good God! Yeah, these guys have jobs and classes, and this is not going to go well for us at all. Oh. But yeah, that's about what I was expecting to have happen. Everybody get a much bigger heal. Heal you up. Unnerve you. That spell sword's gonna come in. Do a thing. Of course he is. Murder you. Unnerve you by 2. Oh, that knight and that other thing is gonna... Oh no. Oh no, we lost another one. I don't know what you are. You're a wizard. Curse you are. That knight isn't getting closer, and of course he's gonna do that. And of course he's gonna do and murder them all. And of course that witch is gonna heal, because of course they are. And yeah, we lost this one. God, all those extra abilities are just would be so good to have if I had any of them. But I'm not. But we don't. But of course, that did not work. What might work is back at the original home. Assuming we can find it again. With no compass, it makes it very hard to navigate. Which I think is kind of the point. Oh, no. This is not going to work. Yeah, this is not going to work at all. I just have a feeling this is not going to work at all. Not with the spell swords. Oh. Throw your grenade. Put him in a pit. And of course, you. Oh, now our goblins can move through each other. Knight is going to bulk himself. Wait for them to get a little closer. So we can attempt to strangle. That's a witch. That's a spell sword. That's going to... No! Disrupt! Of course you are. Why would you not? Why would you not disrupt? God blast it. That's not going to do enough of an issue. And kill, of course. That'll knock him down too. Knight is going to be next. Of course you are! You bloody bastard. You bloody bastard. Of course. Bloody bastard. Okay, he can't get to us. Good. Die! I knew he was gonna do that, and I knew he was gonna do that too. Okay. Actually kind of doing half decent. Well, not once he comes around and murders. Course, you're now... Oh, of course. We've lost this one because he's gonna do that. And then he's gonna murder him. Okay. Things are kind of looking acceptable. Not really, because now we're dead. Though spell swords just have the answer to everything. I don't even know where we can go. Like... I'm not gonna lie. I think we're kind of stuck. We should have switched. 12 o'clock. 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30. Huh. We should have switched to another game at some point. I must have gotten engrossed in one of the games. Either this one or Fable I got engrossed in. We should have been... Yeah, we should have switched off the game about 30 minutes ago. Huh. I'm not sure where we got off there, but we did. Forgive me. This is the problem when you play a game and it's like, oh, it's pretty good. We can give the last one a quick boot, but it's going to have to be a quick one. No, I think that one will have to hold off to next week. I'm not sure where I got off. Because it's supposed to be in an hour, and I got engrossed in one of these games, and I'm not sure which. It might have been Tactics, but it didn't feel like that was long. Huh. Because in all honesty, that should have been like 3 hours, you know, going into there, and not 3 3/4. I'm not sure where I got off. Was it Fable or was it Tenderfoot Tactics? Because I love myself a good tactics game, and that could be the problem. That could have been the problem. And a good exploration tactics game too is just also pretty good. Anyway, that game worked beautifully. We'll hold off on Duskers, and we'll put that at the top of the list for next week. Because unfortunately, that one did not end up getting played because we ran out of time. Because honestly, you need to give a game a little bit of time in order to see if it'll crash or just not work. You know that's how that is. So, yeah, I'm not sure where I got off, but that's what happens sometimes when you're playing a game for the first time, and it's like, oh, it's a good one. Oh, it's a very good one. So, that's going to be the end for the variety pack. It's unfortunate we didn't get to them all today, which is the first time that's happened. We'll try to endeavor to not let that happen. I'll have to set an actual timer to let me know when time's up, because we can't let that happen too many times, which is unfortunate. But I'll see about having the list prioritized, fully fleshed out, because it doesn't have my GOG games on it, and have that be a part of the description for everyone to peruse. And I mean peruse. You'll be able to look at it. You won't be able to edit it. And if there's a game you want to test that's on my list of 1,600 Steam games, plus whatever's in my GOG library, if there's a game you want to suggest that you want to see if it works, either go to the Proton database, see if it's there, or if you want me to try it to see if I can get it to work, you can either suggest it in the live chat, send it via DM, or just let me know via one of those methods at any of these streams, and it will get added to that list. And trust me, there's a list. So, we'll see you all next time for, I believe it's going to be a demo of some description. I can check what's going to be the demo. Demo 83. It's going to be the demo for Front Mission 3, which I've heard from Reddit is a bit of an unfortunate remake. But who knows? I don't know. I've never played a Front Mission game. I know of them, and I know how good they are. But who knows?